When I joined the Big Picture team for the first time and had my first tour of the office, I was surprised with a number of things. How great work atmosphere can be, what awesome workspace design is possible, and what amazing teamwork can be achieved. I quickly realized that this very unique way of working, combined with genuine passion, are the keys to understanding how Big Picture was and is being created. All these factors are an important part of our mission. Great work lays the groundwork for great products, and we are proud to say we see Big Picture as a great tool that has already been tried and tested by over 3 million users around the world. We are currently at over 10,000 installations at the Atlassian Marketplace, which together with Big Gantt, the more basic counterpart of Big Picture, and Big Picture Enterprise, as well as Big Template, give us a customer base of over 22,000 companies. This spring, we are bringing a new improved tool to offer much more flexibility, Big Picture version 8. My aim during this presentation today is to show you how each of these roles will benefit from the new functionality in the new, highly flexible Big Picture 8 powered by Boxes. I'm pleased to introduce you to Shahid. As an executive, he has a lot of responsibilities. He needs to track the progress of all undertakings in the portfolio he manages. He needs to monitor the health status of the most important projects and products. He will thus need to have an access to various reports to, for example, be aware of deadlines. The main of his pain points are the choice of proper framework, time consuming and limited access to information, and the need to search for it, and no available information that will be ready in an aggregated form. What he needs to have is a flexible tool that he can customize. Can Big Picture help to solve his problems? The answer is clear. Yes, definitely can. What you get with Big Picture is exactly what Shahid needs, a big picture. With a single click, Shahid can see the complete portfolio structure of all undertakings happening at his company. He now has the full view of all projects, products, or programs all in the same place, easy available for him every time he needs to view them. No need to search for information in many different places. No need to request reports and get nervous when they become overdue. No need to process the data and put it together to have it in an aggregated form. So Shahid needs the helicopter view of the company, and he gets it in the overview module where he'll be able to see everything aggregated in three different formats depending on his needs as a hierarchy, which you have seen in the previous slide, on a timeline with a minimap for better orientation, which you can see right now, and as a Kanban board. As for Shahid reporting needs, Big Picture 8 will answer them much more better than before. The overview module allows Shahid and portfolio managers like him to monitor the work progress and check the health status of different projects, portfolios, and the overall company strategy. But that's not all. Shahid will have the entire reporting module available for him. Using it, he can easily visualize all the important data, like, for example, priority per assignee, which you can see in the bottom right corner. Flexibility, which is the underlying concept behind Big Picture, means Shahid will be able to create a personal dashboard which will serve as his main data center. In the nearest future, we'll develop other functionality, the ability to add any field to the overview module. It will be fully customizable. On the screenshot, you can see the option to show only the program increments. Furthermore, quick filters, text search, and sorting options can be applied there, for example, by date range. Each user will be able to create and personalize own view. Shahid can also instantly check for any delays as they are easily viewed in Big Picture's new Gantt module, and he can react accordingly. It is now time to reveal what the mysterious concept of boxes is. It is within these boxes that lies the true power of Big Picture to offer unprecedented flexibility to build any portfolio made up of a variety of items such as iterations, program increments, agile release trains, traditional projects, and so on. And this is exactly what boxes are, pre-configured containers for your undertakings. So for instance, You can have a Prince project, a safe program, a less or Spotify product, or maybe an undertaking managed with a hybrid approach. You see, with Big Picture 8, this doesn't even matter what your preferred methodology is. You can use different boxes to represent your different undertakings that make up your organization's portfolio. Let me be more specific. A box is the element where a user can manage areas like, for example, tasks and dependencies between them, allocated resources, key markers and milestones, objectives or risks. If you're using an agile approach, an iteration will be a box for you. If you're using a waterfall approach, a phase will be a box. It is nearly as easy as building a toy castle with your kids' building blocks. But Big Picture is so much more than just a portfolio management application. It's great at all levels of scale. Let's now have a quick look at what it has to offer to a project manager or a product manager. A product manager, such as Mary here, her department has decided to apply the scaled agile framework as it is consistent with the company vision of inside out agility. Mary can report just as easily as Shahid did. However, her main tasks are team supervision, tasks allocation, planning the entire process to deliver the product on time, managing resources, managing risks, tracking work progress, and securing milestones. What can Big Picture 8 do for Mary? Well, Big Picture is actually designed to facilitate Mary's very work. First, Mary chooses a pre-configured box type that best suits the methodology she works in. It's available at a click as one of the default options. It will be visible on the overview. Mary selects a box type that is related to SAFe, which is the framework she uses. She chooses the program increment box type. Pre-configuration means that possible children of that box type have been already defined, along with scope, task structure, work breakdown structure, and so on. Mary will also have the possibility to create her own box type or customize the existing pre-configured box type. Flexibility means that she can, for example, decide which modules she wants to enable. To give you a proper example what I mean, if you use an agile program, you will probably need the board module as well as the scope. The rest of the modules may be disabled. If, however, this is a waterfall project you're running, you'll most likely need Gantt to see your tasks, deadline and milestones on a timeline, and resources to properly assign and track work. You can also rename each module to further customize the tool to fit to your particular circumstances. If, for instance, it is somehow seems improper to use the Gantt chart for your agile undertakings, but you find it useful, give Gantt a different name. Call it Agile Epic Plan and do away with all the confusion. Big Picture 8 is very flexible and adapts well to suit your exact needs. In Big Picture 8, Mary will be able to use a brand new feature in the new Gantt module, the What If scenario. That option enables the possibility to try different variants of schedule without saving changes in Jira or other platforms. Undo button will be available there as well. Mary can make any changes in her box, see them live, and then leave the scenario with no data saved. In Big Picture 8, we have enhanced navigation possibilities. By using Box Switcher, Mary can easily shift between created boxes by picking a box from the list from any level in Big Picture. There is no need to go back to the main overview module to switch between boxes. Now say hello to the third and last hero of our Big Picture story, Jin Soo, developer team leader. Despite being a programmer, he still has to present various reports to his management. He and his team may as well not need a complex and advanced tool such as Big Picture, and they are fine using something nice and easy, something like Trello. Well, this might pose a problem if Jinsu and his team use Trello, while Mary and Shahid use Jira Big Picture on top of it. How can all the key players stay aligned and really fully cooperate? How can Jinsu easily report to Mary on the progress that his team is making so that Mary can in turn report to Shahid on how the whole program is going? If Jinsu does not use a tool that facilitates this high-level reporting, the data that Mary gets may be inaccurate, which will make her want to double-check or aggregate the data manually and waste time as a result. It is, however, Shahid who is in the most difficult position. His job, after all, is to oversee the whole portfolio. As the result, Shahid receives reports with a significant delay. This makes one of his main responsibilities, that is risk management, very difficult. So should Jinsu have a high-level reporting tool imposed on him and his team to make sure this data is available to Mary and Shahid on time? There is a risk of attrition and lowering of his team's morale. Introducing a new tool is usually expensive, takes time for deployment and staff training. Our key players, Jinsu, Marie, and Shahid, are clearly in conflict. Yet Big Picture is here to resolve it. It is through what we've come to call multi-platform support. So what is multi-platform support? It means that real-time synchronization between Big Picture and a third-party platform such as Jira or Trello, and tasks or issues that are changed in Jira or Trello are instantly changed in Big Picture and the other way around. Multi-platform support is integration of issues from different platforms at the same time. Multi-platform support is in fact the realization of our mission and driving force. All tasks management tools united beautifully. Let me say a few words about a roadmap for multi-platform support. For now, we are at the very beginning of implementing that functionality. There is a possibility to synchronize Big Picture with Jira on Trello on Jira Cloud. Very soon, we are going to extend multi-platform support to Trello on Jira Server. Till September this year, it will be possible to integrate any Jira platforms with each other and Azure DevOps. Let's look at how the conflict between the needs of Jinsu, Mary, and Shahid was beautifully resolved with the use of our flexible big picture. The team of developers can continue using their favorite tool, which makes their work easier and more efficient. Their team leader, Jinsu, does not have to waste time to prepare complex and complicated reports. As a result, less time is wasted and the team works better, faster, and more efficiently. Mary, on the other hand, has got the information up to date. The quality of the information is very good. Reports are generated automatically and data is given in an already aggregated form. It is easy to access and visible to all. Last but not least, Shahid has a complete, full, and comprehensive overview of the company. He can see every single undertaking that is now in progress, has been completed, or is being planned for the future. He has accurate information available at a click. With Big Picture doing the work for him, Shahid has time to focus on important topics, such as shaping of company strategy. He may be even able to leave at 5. However, if any executive is listening, that's not guaranteed. 2020 has been a tough year for all of us. I hope that Big Picture 8 will be the first good thing. Thank you very much for your attention.